Hello and welcome everyone to our new Mage the Ascension game. Chantry House Baltimore. Yes, this is taking place in Baltimore, in case the title did not clue you in. Yes, I am your storyteller again for this new World of Darkness game. Hello. Opening announcements. We are missing one player in our inaugural session. She might join in later. She is doing some fixing of things at home. So in the meantime, we have the rest of us. Let's see. Let's introduce ourselves just so people know who's actually here. Let's start with let's do your name, your character's name, and a brief description of your character. So let's start off as always with Katrina.
Hi, hello. I'm Kat or
Hi,
Katrina.
Kat.
Shut up. I'm playing Holly Morgan. She is a. Are we talking about like what our character just looks like, or like what kind of character they are, like the concept?
Physical appearance mainly.
Okay.
Everything else they'll learn as we go.
Okay. She is a slightly bigger blonde white woman that typically wears like these flowy floral print dresses and usually a like apron and has long blonde hair that if it isn't loose and is usually kept back in like a braid or a bun or something like that.
When you say big, do you mean height or width?
Width. Yeah, she's a little chunky.
Like chunk or thick?
Yes, to both.
Dwarvish dimensions, but tall.
Maybe. Now I'm just picturing like D&D dwarves.
Brick shithouse thick or doughboy thick?
Wooden shit house.
Gotta figure like the Michelin Man.
But anyway, let's move on. Vex.
Hi, I'm playing Amaryllis Fatalis. I'm Vex. Amaryllis is also white. She is rather skinny and goes around in her life in a wheelchair. Her leg, like she looks all around okay, but her legs are obviously not. She obviously something is wrong with her. She is on a wheelchair. She has short or long but shaved on one side hair that is dyed myriads of colors. Depends on her mood. Depends on the day. You know, the usual. But it is normally black and then just kind of dyed different colors. Like I said, rather skinny and often is dressed in usually her own merch, because you got to plug yourself, right?
All right. Next is Saege.
Knew it. So my character is ex-military, currently effectively SWAT. Talon Roark, also known as Torque. Shut up, Vex. I honestly don't know much else to describe about that. Pale skin, platinum colored hair, not just platinum blonde. That's a staple for most of my characters anyways. Typically more on the tactical side of most things. I don't know how to explain or describe my character any better than that.
Okay. Next and finally at the moment is Luke.
I'm Luke. I'm playing A guy who looks older than he is, but he's actually as old as he looks. His initials are QM. What that seems to stand for might not be the same each day. He's sort of he dresses like he works with his hands a lot, but his skin looks weathered and unhealthy, but he doesn't look like he gets out much. Wears kind of workman's clothes mostly, but with like a cheap suit underneath it. Lots of stuff on his belt, like a tool bag and stuff like that. Tools. It's not a very good description. He looks like the Keymaster from the Matrix a little bit. Just always overworked and harried expression, but very neat.
Okay. All right, so that is everybody currently. Like I said, we have one more player who will eventually be joining us. Not sure in this session, but in the future. And that is going to be Hera. You've probably seen her on other videos on this channel, maybe. Has she been on any of the things we've recorded?
I feel like
I don't think she
definitely
has.
but
I don't think she has.
We
If
didn't
not, you
record
can
the other
check
vampire
out.
game.
Yeah, you can.
you'll see her
If-
soon.
Yeah, if not, you see her soon, and you can always check out Vex's channel, which will be in the doobly doo. And I know she's been on that one sometime, and Katrina's stuff on Scotty Hood's channel, which will be in doobly doo later. All the extra stuff, doobly doo, doobly doo. Okay, so let us begin the magic, the wonder, the amazement that is Baltimore City. We are, after all, called Charm City for a reason. I don't know what the reason is, but we are called Charm
You
City.
guys sell a lot of keychains. Charm City.
It's our charming flag.
I think it actually has to do with the landmarks.
That makes no sense, Kat. You're being silly.
Yeah. So we begin with the crew sans one pulling up to the back of a house in the area of Mount Vernon, which is this area and also behind Katrina area. It is a historical area. It's one of the first neighborhoods created in Baltimore City. It is old. It is kind of historical. The thing you actually see behind Katrina, I believe, is the Baltimore City Washington Monument, correct or no? Yep.
Correct.
And it's Mount Vernon was one of the original areas to be what's called planned architecture for city. Unfortunately, the rest of the city didn't keep going with it, but the entire Mount Vernon area kind of focuses to that monument behind you see behind Katrina and right there kind of thing. And just like draws you all to that little park kind of area. It's very nice. If you ever visit Baltimore City, I suggest you check it out. Plug. Yeah, I would say Baltimore City pay me, but they do. I work for the city, so. So we start with you pulling up behind a house. And as you do, the reason you're pulling up to the back of the house is their front of the house, parking sucks, and there's not quite enough for everybody. So they tell you to go on back. It's also the person realizes that kind of got the last minute note that one of you has a wheelchair, and the front of the house is not really accessible because it's old as fuck, boy. But the back of the house is easier to get into, which isn't actually that uncommon in the city. So y'all have pulled up at the time that you are told to pull up, and there is a gentleman waiting for you.
So are we carpooling or are we all in our individual cars?
If you have a car, then you go. If you want to carpool or if you want to take the bus up there,
Would we have known each other ahead of time?
you're a bit blurry, Katrina.
Yeah, I know. I touched my camera like a
That's why she's asking for details.
Let's say, I think maybe you have met or know of each other, being some of the young mages within the city. So you kind of get familiar. They try to create some kind of network amongst the awakened in order to ensure that when push comes to shove, you know at least someone to go get help with. So, and you guys can decide how close of a connection or how close of your friendships it is before this.
Well, I
Yeah.
have a car. I can drive whoever needs a ride.
I'm famous, so
I've got a motorcycle. I'm good.
hey, Kat, what about you? What do you have?
And look
Did
at
you
your
call?
resources.
Did you call shotgun?
She probably has her own car.
Any
It's
van?
not anything fancy. It's probably just like a 4-door Kia or something.
Sounds like a car to me.
Mhm.
It is, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh,
So that's what
Well,
she's in.
Yeah. So you pull up, you see a white gentleman about 5'7", short, brown hair, clean shaven, wearing a kind of like nice slacks, a polo kind of thing, just basically at the door waiting for y'all, and he's just like waves at you.
Do we know who we're meeting?
You were told to show up here and that someone will introduce or show you around the house. So you weren't given a ton of details, so that, you know, harder to intercept stuff.
Fair enough. All right.
I will step forward and then step aside and say nothing.
I think
Hello
I
there.
have everything.
Yay! Hi.
Everybody, look, my head disappeared, but also Hera has shown up.
You got so excited your head disappeared.
Who needs a head? Oh wait, I should probably write down the.
Your character doesn't have a head; it's
Write
automatic.
down the
You
fuck.
know?
Yes,
Guys, replace it.
write down
Ah.
the fuck.
As we were saying earlier, one of our people have joined us. Final person, this is Hera. Give Hera a few moments to get going. As her character is the last one to pull up to the back of the house. Yeah. So Hera, if you're ready, your character's name and a description if you have it.
Yes. Her name is Sonia Wolf, and she is about. She's not very tall. She has like blue colored hair with her sides shaved. No, this time it's a different animal, but very closely related. She's
German.
not. She's not Fuchs this time. She's a wolf. And she wears a red flannel shirt. She has like some piercings. She has basically no makeup, some bags under her eyes, suggesting that she doesn't get too much sleep. And around her neck is also like a cross, like a Christian cross in that sense. Very simple. Under her, beneath her flannel, she has it like pulled up to her elbows. And you can see that she has, she works out, or at least is very physically very capable. What time of day is this?
It is about 3 in the afternoon, so plenty of time for everyone to get out of like work or school. Not really, but that's when they scheduled it.
Okay. She's accompanied by her. Actually, no, she's only accompanied by her younger sister. Her name is Seinabu. She is 8 years old. goes by Nabu usually.
Be big at
And
Naboo.
she is an 8-year-old little black girl. She has I haven't thought too much about her. I have to come up with some other details. I haven't thought about, for example, what she's for her hair. But she is wearing a Miss Marvel t-shirt, and she has a My Little Pony backpack. She also has a the very same looking cross around her neck, similar to her sister. And she's a little bit behind her, but has a toothy grin and is currently playing on a Game Boy.
So, is he there? The gentleman who stand there, he's like, "Hello." Extra. Okay. Hello. I am
My
Walter.
bad, I couldn't get any babysitter, and I don't know where my brother is. He was supposed to look after her. I called him 15 times.
Okay.
Walter,
Anyway.
you said?
Yes, Walter. Kind of like the art gallery down the road. Or Radar from MASH. Walter Alright.
His name was Walter?
Yeah. You didn't think his name was actually Radar, did you?
Well, when you choose a name that fits so well, why get something else?
Because it's
I
a
mean-
nickname.
I mean, most people call him that, but
I just
I-
think it's important to have a specific name and stick with it. You'll get that joke later.
Anyway, so a couple things before we enter. So DJ Wills, you might have trouble upstairs. Also, there's the prior owner of this place was a bit eccentric,
Meaning?
meaning that there's exactly two appliances that have electricity, and they're both powered by a solar generator on the top. The rest of the house has no electricity or wiring, and in fact, it's gas powered, and you have to light stuff.
It's still an upgrade over my current living situation.
Lo siento.
Okay.
There is some money left for if you need to do renovations and stuff, but come follow me.
Follow.
Sure thing.
No one's always like, make sure you wipe your feet and take your shoes off.
Hera looks down at her shoes for a moment and then takes them off.
Hollywood do it.
It's like,
Yeah, Ronja takes her shoes off and makes sure that Nabu pauses her game and also takes her shoes off.
yeah. He just sits there and thinks like, if you're in a wheelchair in Japan, do you still take your shoes off and put the slippers on?
All I can think of is the scene from Tokyo Drift, the Wabaki scene, where he's trying to figure out what the fuck she's saying to him.
Yeah, it's like,
Wabaki.
I mean, maybe? I don't know.
that's something I'll have to look up later. Anyway, let's get to the new, please. This is the Chantry you'll be staying at. Well, you don't have to, it's just you'll be watching out. And I actually found something. Katrina, I sent it to you. Did you do you have the link for your text? You didn't do the
I
little thing
do.
I asked. Okay. Anyway, I found a house listing in real life that is essentially the exact like house layout of what the Chantry is going to look like. So I'm going to post that into the chat or into our Discord, and then I will do some modifications so we can maybe show it on the
Maybe we can like
overlay
move our little
stuff.
characters around.
Ain't that good. It's from Zillow. But as you walk in, it's pretty big and spacious. Like it's an impressive size house, especially since you're in like almost the heart of the city.
Damn.
Yeah,
This place is definitely going to be renovated.
5,576 square feet.
I can't afford
Is
this.
it furniture?
Yes, it's furniture, but the furniture is unlike the listing that I was for the layout and stuff, the furniture looks like it's from the like 1910s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's all very old.
But very well maintained. It's not like that old dusty stuff. It's old fashioned, but very well maintained. And when you walk into like the kitchen area, you see that there's a fridge and dishwasher, and then like a wood burning stove and stuff like that. So Walter's like, "Yep, the refrigerator and dishwasher are the only things powered by electricity."
Good to
I'm fine
know.
with that.
We're going to
Hey,
need to put
Neville,
more
what do you
electricity
think?
in here.
And deal with it.
There, like I said, there is money set aside if you want to renovate and stuff. The prior tenant or the prior person who was guarding it left some money, realizing that people might not appreciate his sensibilities. Yeah, but it's nice. It's like I said, you don't have to technically live here. There are 6 bedrooms,
Nice.
but again, nothing's forcing you to stay if you got a preferred home.
No, this is definitely an upgrade, as I said.
Mhm.
Definitely an upgrade.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at this listing. There are 2 fucking kitchens in this building.
It's close to $1 million house, so
Yeah, I was going to say, like, that's not a surprise.
yeah, it's a nice one.
Hey, take a virtual tour.
But unlike some houses that we saw online, you can find the bathtub in this one.
I'm gonna set Nabu on like a couch or something. Tell her like, just don't touch anything, okay?
But I'm touching the couch.
She's gonna touch everything.
Just play your game.
I eventually would like a Switch. So the Game Boy takes drains batteries fast.
It is a 3DS at least.
You can get this for pretty cheap.
It's not a Game Boy Color or something like that.
You say Game
You
Boy,
said
huh?
Game Boy.
I know.
She's old. Everything's a game, a
no,
Nintendo to her.
No, Ronja
I
doesn't
call
care.
it
To
that too.
her, it's all a Game Boy. It is like Nabu would every time correct her. It's not a Game Boy. It's a 3DS or something like that. And that's but
Walter's like,
also a
questions?
note. Just they're poor. They're poor as fuck.
Came across.
Yeah, just
so it's gonna be a nice thing. You know, you're all here to protect the place and from others and stuff. There is a contact list on the fridge that has a few other of the awakened kind in the city that if you need help. There's also a thing for the when trash and recycle is picked up, as well as a little map with the local few shopping areas. Note that we are in the city, so there aren't exactly a lot of big grocery stores close by. There are a few, a lot of corner stores though, and we are not too far from a lot of the restaurant district area. Lots of good food. You know, a Thai place down the street. It's pretty good.
I will go over and look at the list, see if I recognize anybody.
Yeah, You see a few names, which I will give you in a moment. Still working on them.
I would probably recognize some of them.
You see names like Crystal and Dan and Max, Sensei Jim.
Are the names on there? Are they like other mages, or does it include, I don't know, like vampires?
Just mages.
Just mages. Okay.
Yeah. So get comfortable again. Oh yeah. You'll probably want that money, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He walks away, goes upstairs, comes back down with a big old, like, not quite a briefcase, but basically, classic kind of briefcase scenario, but it's more like a messenger bag kind of thing. It's like, all right, so again, prior owner was a bit eccentric, so you might have to exchange some of this.
What happened to him?
He died.
Bummer.
We run yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
Did he die here?
Was it natural
Yes.
causes or?
Excuse me, what do you mean exchange?
He pulls out a gold bar.
I'm easy.
Okay.
I look at the what is it called? Is it Nazi gold?
No. He's like, the prior owner, he always lamented us going off the gold standard. He believed that using gold and silver to back currency was far better than the fiat currency we have, and always made sure, just in case. Yes, to answer your question, he was old and did live through the Depression. So
Anya holds up one of the gold and was like, anyone even know how you exchange this?
Go to the bank.
I know a guy.
You know how many times I've been in a bank?
judging by your clothing, not at all. Oh, I do have a habit of judging people. I'm sorry.
How did the-
I've
how
been
did
in
the
a
owner-
bank like when I was 5 or something like that?
How
That
did
was a
the
long time
previous
ago.
owner die? Are we in danger?
Yeah, that.
Is it a fire hazard?
You said that the previous owner died in the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was it natural causes or not so natural?
What do you consider natural causes?
Did he have a heart attack?
No,
How did he die?
Was it a
Was he
knife?
murdered?
Shot.
it was a knife, but it wasn't murder.
He stabbed himself with a knife.
A rogue knife?
Yes. No.
Oh,
Oh,
Could
Well,
have
that's
just
grim.
said that instead of let us guess.
Walter's a trickster. He likes games.
No, I just really I'm not good at communicating with people.
No.
He killed himself to power the node up. He sacrificed himself to vitalize the building so that it could.
Yeah, that's very sensible.
I'm not doing that.
I wasn't asking you to.
All right.
I have a
I
question.
mean, if the sacrifice has already been made, the
I have a
power's
question.
already been given.
I,
So
I don't know exactly how it works, but I have 1 dot in the sphere for spirits, which means I can perceive spirits as far as I understand. Not much more, but I know if spirits are there. Correct?
If you do rote or a spell of some sort, yeah.
Okay,
not
I still
just
need to do
always
that. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that then right now.
It's like, yeah, it's an old thing where you can die and use your life to open up or power a node and stuff,
I
or
do have
access
1
to
dot in
ley lines.
awareness. Would that allow me to sense something supernatural here?
Not necessarily.
Something that feels a little bit off.
It is powered by gas. So yeah, like I said, a bit eccentric. Didn't really trust electricity or modern technology too much, or banks, or much of
Did
anything.
you trust?
He trusted you, Walter.
No, I never met him.
Then who trusted you?
Oh, Max. He's the guy who's training me. Walter died, Max inherited the place, and then made some calls, got you all together, and then told me to come and let you in, give you the keys, the money, and all that stuff, and get you all what you need.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. Well,
Yeah, there's 3 stories and stuff. I'll get the little map for you in a bit. Don't really need a map for a house, though.
Is there a contract or like a list of expectations?
Oh yeah, there is a lease.
Well, I didn't say lease.
Lease is a contract.
yeah.
A contract for ownership.
that-
Or
That would be called a mortgage.
I don't deal with those types of things.
Right. Yeah, it's just a standard kind of lease that effectively says stuff like don't summon evil spirits, don't betray us, don't
You know, a standard lease.
um
That sounds pretty standard, actually.
don't open portals to the Umbra or spirit realms, don't let any marauders, you're allowed pets but only up to 80 pounds.
Why the weight limit?
I didn't make it. Piece of shit on me. Guess he just doesn't like Great Danes. I don't know.
Rude.
I only have a cat.
I say normally because there's like a thing of like, oh, because they'll set off the motion detector for the security system, but clearly that's not a thing here.
No.
Could be a
I mean, it could be a
motion
just-
detector.
I mean, it also could be a leftover from the lease we edited to make this.
Okay, fair.
I mean, do you know how easy it is to find a lease that includes magical stuff online?
Did
I had
Yes.
to copy and paste stuff and then put into Adobe. I don't understand Adobe too well, and I had to try to
Why
alter
did
it.
you use Adobe? Why not just use Word?
Why not hire a lawyer? Or someone who writes leases?
Well, may not want to
It
reveal
costs
the
money.
magic stuff. Anyway,
There's probably
we can use
lawyers that
Wo-
are wizards.
Wait, you can use Word, but Adobe's the fancy one. You pay extra for
Adobe-
that.
There's so many different
you
versions and they
pay
all
extra
suck.
for Word as well.
No, you get that for free for being a
You can
student.
get LibreOffice
Oh,
is
well,
free.
you can. You know, you can also get Adobe for free for being a student as well.
Surely there's an Adobe at the library you could use.
No, that's
I've
not
got a
how that
Mac.
works at all.
Does
sir.
that work with a Mac?
Nothing.
It's a Word program on there.
Anyway, we got it. I put all the work in it. It's fine. I did it.
It's lovely. Kevin, looking around, what's the accessibility look like in this place?
Not great. It looks like it's been renovated since 1910.
What can Amaryllis get to?
He rolls into the living room and just is like, all right, found my room.
That's
Whoa,
probably
whoa,
what you're
whoa,
going to
whoa,
spend
whoa,
most of
whoa,
his money
whoa.
on.
What?
No, you cannot just claim the living room. That's not how we do things here.
She looks at you. Yes, we do. I'm not going. I can't get up those stairs, so it's my room now.
Aren't there any like private rooms on the ground floor?
Or like a lift.
There is no,
There's
as far
no
as
lift.
I've looked through. There is no private rooms on the first floor, and there is no lift.
Not
This
yet.
house was built in 1900 and hasn't been majorly renovated.
Yeah,
They
had-
expected people in wheelchairs in 1900s just to get eaten by wild pigs. They didn't expect you to live in a house.
Walter, you're young, so I think you have the wrong impression of how different things were 100 years ago.
122 years ago.
Right. I think
Mm.
there's they had lifts back then.
We'll find a room for you. I mean,
In a
it kinda
house?
sucks if
How
if
rich do you
just-
think people
I
were?
found one.
Well, depending on the house.
It's the living room. It's for everyone.
There are
Living room's perfect. You live in it.
exactly. It
This
says on the
guy.
label.
Okay,
Also,
I haven't looked at all the pictures, but wouldn't the living room also be like very open?
I mean,
place is pretty
there's
open.
ways you can change that, and also it's not very open. Hera, like I would recommend, like click
There's a
virtual
fucking-
tour.
There's a fucking thing here that asks me to send a message and it blocks half the fucking
Ooh,
page.
floor plan.
All right. Like I said, I'm probably going to spend most of this money on renovating because, again, there's not even any electricity really in the house.
We're setting up electricity in the house.
I can deal with that.
There's no cable,
You
no
need cables for
Wi-Fi.
electricity.
So I did learn that there's a coffee shop like across the street or so that you can take their Wi-Fi.
Neighbors probably have Wi-Fi.
They will have the
convenient.
code on it.
We're
Kills
getting
codes.
we're getting internet and everything set up here.
Code is just like a sticker you peel right off. Oh,
Okay.
no quick disagreements?
Oh,
There's no point in trying to argue with you.
I'm not good with computers, man. I
This
I
place is
know
neat.
it's like you should be, you're a kid of the modern era, but like I spent all my time reading.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
Man, you sound extremely well read.
I am, but just not in certain matters. You ever hear about Sherlock Holmes and how he knew stupid ass shit very in detail, but common sense stuff he didn't know anything about?
He chose not to know that.
Yeah.
He has a fucking powder room. What the fuck?
That's yeah,
It's
that's what
pretty
they
powder.
called bathrooms.
It's the half bath.
They didn't have running water, so I had to use powder.
There's running water, thankfully.
There is now.
Okay, so also just so everyone knows, okay, I'm gonna move in here with my two siblings.
Good luck.
Why would you say that?
I didn't like my
Really?
siblings.
Oh, okay.
It was really annoying living with them.
Okay, it's sometimes difficult, but I
imagine.
do love my siblings,
You just
and I'm responsible for them.
Yeah.
Oh.
weird house powered entirely by gas power. You say good luck makes me think the house is haunted. Just saying.
I never said it wasn't.
Why did you connect gas and haunting?
Because it's old as shit and somebody died in this house.
I don't. Okay, that's true, but it was on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, to one person, but yeah.
Killed himself in this house.
What was
That's
the name
even
of the owner
more
who
so.
turned himself into a node?
I don't think you turn yourself into the node. I think you just power.
Well, I
the
mean,
node
his
with
his
your-
life energy, his essence became the node in
Hold
a
on.
way.
I have it written down. Pulls out some flashcards. Like,
Jesus,
Ooh.
this house is so big.
I know, right?
What the
Ah.
fuck?
Eugene is what he was known as. Yes. He
Mhm.
had other names, but Eugene is what you call him.
Okay.
Is his spirit still here? Does it like run the house?
No.
Oh.
When you sacrifice yourself to be the node, it kind of prevents that.
I thought it might have been part of the spell where it like transfers his soul into the house.
No, that's a whole different spell.
Oh, that's a shame.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, if he was here, we could say like Eugene Doors, and he would shut all the doors.
That would be kind of cool.
We can set up a smart house situation.
I guess.
This doesn't really involve you at all, Walter.
No. I mean, Eugene would hate the idea of a smart house, but
Well, like you said, he won't know or care.
I mean,
Yeah,
but what
I
if there's
suppose.
other spirits haunting this that would care?
Well, they can tell us, and then we can reassess.
Yeah, I'm just saying we should check first before we plan that.
I guess. But if they don't sign that lease, then they don't really get much of a say.
right.
But I
Um,
I'd
mean,
rather not piss
Oh.
off some spirits, okay?
Yeah, I
okay,
don't. Unfortunately,
I'll trust you on that.
I don't have enough keys because I was only planning on 5. So
That's fine. I
there's-
don't need a key.
How you gonna unlock the door?
Come on.
I
We can make
technically don't
copies.
need a key either.
He pulls out like old fashioned, like the ones with the big, keys. It's like, yeah, you might want to rekey the locks too.
I pull out my.
Ronja sees those old-fashioned keys is like, I definitely don't need a key.
I've got my own.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. we should probably get new blocks,
Oh yeah, we got a lot to do.
or I don't know, do something else with them.
I do have a list of contractors that are good.
Are those
Fabulous.
awakened contractors or
No,
keepers?
we know they're contractors that don't work for anything that would be bad to bring in.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're also locals from the city, so it's city sourced. They're not like the people who are like from the county or DC or PA who run a big old multi-city industry. So we keep the local businesses going.
Well, that's good.
Yep. Well,
Well, we have your number.
Yeah, thank you.
just trying to think if there's anything else. Run the water for a while before you use it for anything. Just no one's used it in a couple months, so it might be a little
Yeah.
brown.
Just some rust. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. Just some people are very off put by brown water and trying to drink it or whatever, so just let it run for a bit. Let's see. There, the parking pad in the back is the private one for all of you. So you don't have to park on the street if you don't want to. The neighbor next door is not here often, so you shouldn't really have to worry about him and his family. They often apparently travel for stuff.
How much space is there in the backyard? Like in the parking space.
It looks like in the picture enough for maybe 2 cars.
You can fit. There's also a picnic table if you want to put it back there. But yeah. Yeah, you can adjust it some to the picture I sent you is not 100% accurate. So, because I think they modified it, but yeah. So good. Also, you can't resell the house and after you fix it up, so no flipping it.
Obviously.
What is the in-term, long-term plan?
Have all of you stay here and see who survives long enough to be the master of the house while you battle each other to the death.
No, I mean, like, are we supposed to be here until we all die and then you get more people, or is it just a place
thought it was fine.
and we're just in it for now?
It's one of the few really active nodes that are not really known to others, so we just need you to protect it for until you get tired of it and others move in and out. I mean, you are forming your own, we're basically creating a cabal, so y'all good.
Do we like, will people come by the house that are like authorized to like access the node?
Yeah.
Anyone that comes here will should contact you first if they want to. That's one of the parts about being a cabal, protecting it and stuff, so that
So anyone
limited
who rings
access.
at our door and isn't the pizza delivery guy or something.
If you don't know them and they don't come with recommendations from someone you do know, generally don't let them in.
All right.
Unless it's Girl Scout cookies or pizza or something.
Got it.
Oh, there's food in the fridge, by the way. I did make sure to stock it up.
I was about to ask if that was also from a couple of months ago because
No, but we did clean that out. I stocked it up. Do note I'm a bachelor.
No kidding.
I know it's hard to believe that many women
Beer
don't
and
love me.
mustard.
Vanya
Poor
walks
man.
over to the fridge and opens it and just checks what is in there.
You see 6 cases of beer, 3 mustards, a ketchup, 2 packs of hot dogs, hot dog rolls, half a loaf of bread. In the freezer, there is 4 packs of chicken nuggets and 6 frozen pizzas.
Question: are they normal chicken nuggets or are they dinosaur chicken nuggets?
It's a mix.
Is this
Yeah.
American beer?
It's
Of
a
cour- it's- of course
he's
it's American beer.
sophisticated. So there's Pabst Blue Ribbon, and then there's
Oh,
So Ronja just looks at this beer and is like, ugh. It closes again.
Oh, you won't believe this. My dad's calling me. Okay.
Of course.
I am not surprised.
Well, while he's gone, we could discuss our plans for the house.
Yeah, so putting an elevator in honestly wouldn't be that hard. This house is
Least-
massive.
Yeah, at least make it like
Like
accessible.
it'd be expensive, but it wouldn't be impossible.
I feel, to me at least, yes, that would be appreciated. But
I think it would be helpful for a lot of reasons too. If we ever
I-
needed to move equipment or furniture up and down, because these stairs are very steep and narrow and
Yeah,
curved.
and this furniture, like
We
they
can't
don't
pivot enough
make
to
it
get up
like
there.
this anymore. And she'll like
Big one.
just body check one of the like end tables or whatever, and I imagine that it's built like a brick shit house because that's just how they built everything back then because it's
I
a
mean,
solid piece of wood.
I mean, an elevator would take up a lot of space and might be really expensive, but maybe we could come up with a more mystical solution.
or we just use one of those things that they put old people in to carry them up the stairs.
Magic elevator,
Yeah,
Your lift.
Yeah, there we go.
the glass elevator from Willy Wonka.
Well, yeah, but then wouldn't you'd still need to get your chair upstairs, wouldn't
You
you?
realize they have folding ones, right? Or
It could just be
I
a
can have
platform that
multiple
I'm
slides
just
up
trying to
along.
think
chairs.
of what would be the most convenient for if we're not if you don't have somebody else here.
multiple chairs. They're
I don't
You-
know.
you-
I don't know what your resources
you-
look like. I
You
don't
do know
if you have-
people live on their own in wheelchairs and
Also,
do just fine.
I'm gonna say this because it's 100. You guys have probably heard. Well, you actually might not have. You might recognize her visually, but you've definitely heard of her. My character does have a 3 in fame. Yeah, 3 in fame.
That doesn't
So-
mean you have money.
Absolutely. I don't may not have money, but I also have patron. I have
So-
money and a patron. Ah.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. It
Oh,
was
that hurt.
painful, though.
Oh.
What was that? Yeah, sorry about that. Quick call.
That's
My
all
dad
okay.
just need me to check his account balance. All right.
This house makes my apartment feel like garbage.
I feel like this
Yeah,
house makes most
This house
people.
makes my house feel like garbage as well.
I don't like the design of anything, but it's just so open and big and
but-
well lit.
Yeah, so yeah, I
Three
did
3.5 bathrooms.
yeah, so I did like I said, the fridge is there, the pantry has some stuff in it too. I got all the essentials. I got marshmallow fluff, peanut butter, jelly, Cheez-Its, Pringles, cheese mochi,
The essentials.
yeah, and a bunch of other things. I also got
Any-
new pans and stuff too.
Is there any secret walls, secret doors, secret tunnels, secret passages,
Yeah.
secret spells?
Spells, yeah, sort of, but no.
Is there like a safe room spell, or
Well,
like
you
a-
said secret. If I know them, they're not secret.
well, if only we know them, then it is a secret.
Hmm.
Only
And
the
the-
owners and livers of the house know it. That makes it a secret.
There are a few wards and stuff up that you shouldn't really have to worry about, that they kind of protect you from shenanigans from
I
other
hate that
things.
guy.
Yeah, but as for secret stuff, there is a secret safe or two in the house behind some paintings,
Ooh.
classics.
And so they're ours now.
Yes.
The safes and the contents of the safes.
Yeah, though the safes have no contents, and then we already emptied them. As he looks down at the bag with the gold.
Right.
Yeah.
What could be in a safe that's better than that?
He also had a Fabergé egg.
Nice.
Not that tasty, but he had one. No, I didn't try to eat it. That's a joke.
Sure.
So yeah, so nice, getting out of it, getting out of the neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any notable awakened in the neighborhood itself?
Yeah. Or any
It might
just
bring over a cake to
Figures of
welcome us
note.
or something?
Let's see, in the neighborhood. Not so much the neighborhood, but there are some in the city not too far away. I could visit Max. He's a couple blocks away. He's my master.
Hmm.
Oh, I mentioned Sensei Jim. He actually runs a dojo down the street. Technically, it's not Mount Vernon, so technically it's not the neighborhood, but it's like right next door.
Okay.
Yeah, a few others. Yeah, but part of the fun is figuring out things on your own,
That's fair.
right, Terry?
Sounds like something a young person would say.
And you are how old?
Is Walter young? How old is Walter?
Looks like he's in his like late 20s, early 30s.
Okay. I thought so. It seemed like like graduate school age or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So enjoy.
Yeah,
Have
thank you.
yeah, have
Thank
fun.
you.
Any other questions I can try to help you with?
Is there anything we shouldn't do in the house other than things you listed like ghosts? I mean, like any magically load bearing walls or that sort of thing. If we're going to be doing renovations, I just want to know if there's any invisible limits to that.
Internally, there shouldn't be anything. We got rid of a lot of the stuff, or Max did, I should say. There used to be a lot more enchantments and shit flying around, but when the mage leaves, we try to get rid of some of that because it's not always friendly with others.
Mhm.
So internally, you should be fine for renovations for most things. A few things to note. Again, a lot of gas and lights and stuff, so be careful. Make sure everything is turned off completely. If you're going to turn it off,
Always.
so you don't blow yourself up. So that's good. One of the bedrooms upstairs, when you do get people to come out, you're gonna probably have to pay extra for hazardous. I think the wallpaper might be arsenic backed or cyanide,
Oh.
or whatever. It's old.
Okay.
So don't eat the wallpaper.
I mean,
Oh
as a
yeah,
general,
don't eat the chip paints either. It's probably lead based still. We should probably warn Ron with the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
we'll warn her when she's back.
Don't
Oh,
you
and there
think,
might be asbestos in the attic.
don't you think you should have warned her about that before she left?
I don't remember things. That's where I wrote my notes down, but then I forgot half my notes.
I also wasn't expecting a minor, I think.
That either, no. Not this time.
Anyway,
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, so if you when Ron and Abu come back, let them know.
Will do.
All right, so that's everything. See y'all later.
Bye.
I'll show him out and lock the door behind him.
See,
Kick
that's
him
where
out. Just
In a
boot him
polite
out
way.
the door. Just drop kick him.
And he may be useful
didn't
later.
he say there was a Thai place nearby?
He said there was a lot of things nearby.
He said a restaurant district.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I am going to put my investment into a security system of some sort. I want to know who's around us and where, especially if that's the kind of person we're going to be dealing with on the main.
I think that's a very good idea.
Well, I'm going to definitely need some to convert that room into an actual room, and we need electricity in this place, especially if you're setting up in a security suite. I mean, I don't know about any of you, but
Electricity is important.
I need to
it
work.
appears to
so
run on some form of electricity.
I
So
need to
I
work,
would
so-
suggest let's get some takeout. considering this man survives off of chicken nuggets and beer, apparently. And sit down and
sounds
make
great.
a plan.
Yeah.
All right.
Scared
think-
Naboo in the other room. Chicken nuggets is amazing.
How do you
Didn't
feel
even
about
leave.
Thai food?
Good for me.
Sure.
I'm
It's
sure
hot.
they sell chicken nuggets as well.
They got all
He's
sorts
gone.
of chicken
We don't need
dishes.
to. We don't need to ask him.
No, I was talking about the 8-year-old.
Ah.
I don't know what level of
8-year-old they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
If I know
hey,
8-year-olds,
hold on.
I don't know
a
what
slice
level
of cheese and a piece of bread,
I mean,
and they'll
hey,
just
here's the
nibble on
thing.
it.
They aren't white, so
Cuisine.
we can feed them spicy food.
Say that again.
They aren't white, so we can feed them spicy food.
Well, there's spicy food, and then there's just like children are weird about food sometimes.
So are some of the adults around here.
Valid.
I just
Let's
look in
get
the
a
fridge for
variety
the
of things, and
nuggets.
leftovers will be good for anybody.
We can
Yeah.
just ask when she gets back.
Yeah.
Or less, or we can just say, we ordered whatever the kid also wanted. Because I know from experience actually in a few like Thai restaurants and such, they actually have like chicken nuggets, like Thai
Oh
style.
yeah,
chicken
no, they
nuggets.
absolutely have
so
like a
good.
kids menu. I feel like almost 90% of restaurants have some version of a kids menu
Yeah.
for the 8-year-old that like the parents are like, I want Thai food. And the kid's like, I only eat chicken nuggies.
See, it's so funny to me because like I even as a kid,
Like,
my whole
how about
family
we upgrade to
ate Thai
chicken
food.
tenders?
Chicken satay.
Like literally my whole family, like when I was a kid, like that was our birthday, was a Thai restaurant. Like that was our birthday for every single year, pretty much.
Nice.
Anyways,
So I don't know if all of us have met at this point. Did we determine that?
nope. You've not determined that yet.
Okay.
So tell us how Holly knows the local wizards and stuff. Does she get around a lot? Does she know a lot? Does she like go to parties and things?
I mean, we can just chat now in character wise.
Yeah.
For Sage's sake.
yeah.
Q asks Holly.
So like I've met a few of them. Like I know I've met Max once. He's a very odd one. I've met Crystal a couple times. She is a lot. She is a blast, but she's a lot. Dan is all right. A bit peculiar, but an interesting individual, fairly like skilled as far as I can tell in practice. But mostly like met a few in passing, not super close with any of them.
I think Q would know a lot of people because he works with a lot of other awakened. Like if they're building something or maintaining something or designing something, he might be called in for part of a job to help with the mechanical side of it.
Mhm.
Or like if a thing breaks, he can help fix pretty much anything just without having to know much about it. But he has 2 points in influence, and so he knows a lot of the local awakened.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm actually looking up the Thai restaurant nearest to those areas, and I'm like, wow, that's some interesting food.
He also
Hey, is this going to become our new what is it called?
Aztec
Aztec
Daves.
Aztec Daves.
I think at this
Welcome
point,
back. We're ordering Thai food, and
How picky is your child?
yeah, is she a chicken
Not
nuggets
pick- no.
kid or
Nope.
As you say,
If you're poor, you can make those choices.
you kind of
You-
can.
I mean,
mm.
we're buying
Buttered rice is very easy to feed a kid.
looks at the gold bar. I think we can afford it.
There's also some cash too. It's not just pure gold
I
bullion.
mean, I can just kind of pay for stuff too.
Yeah, like
I got a bit of
we're off. I'm
Eh.
offering to buy it this time. Whatever she
yeah.
wants, we can get.
I feel like between you and me, I feel like we can spring a little bit of money.
Ronja, by the way, comes back with Nabu and is like, we picked a room or two, I guess.
As long as you're leaving enough for the rest of the people.
Is anyone gonna warn them what Walter said?
Oh yeah. Also, by the
Don't
way,
eat the
don't eat
walls.
the paint or the wallpaper.
Don't lick walls. Don't eat walls. Only eat food.
The paint is probably lead based, and there is a chance that the wallpaper has arsenic behind it. So no peeling wallpaper, and don't mess with the paint.
Is that
Okay.
something 8-year-olds do?
We might want to like renovate that.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's just to be aware of until we can get the renovations underway.
Yeah.
Luckily, my sister is out of that age. Not sure
You
about my
look over.
brother, but
Ooh.
I'm just saying, when you're bored, you never know, and yeah. Also, like, if you see paint chips, make sure you're not like, don't stay in that area, don't breathe in it or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Make sure you don't eat it.
I do need to maybe actually, Kev, how's like a familiar can probably eat some lead paint, right? It won't be too much trouble for them.
Ooh.
A familiar.
A familiar.
Probably not. It's still an animal. They shouldn't be eating lead paint either.
You hear the fridge open and Naboo's just like, I'm thirsty, but all they have is water in here.
No.
Oh, it's nasty water too.
Yeah, it's gross, right?
Stop.
Don't drink
Wanda
that.
Immediately runs over and takes the can of just. I'll get you normal water. And what do you want? Like a Coke or something?
Yeah, anything. Maybe not Dasani if you can help it, but anything's good.
So the Thai place might have boba tea or juice. Probably has juice
Mm.
at least.
Juice. Let's go.
Yeah, you can get
Boba
yeah.
tea sounds good,
ordering it
right? You like
online.
boba tea. Yeah, she likes boba tea. Of course she
Yeah, I
likes
think
boba.
after we do the ordering, Q is gonna walk around and like make a note of the different things that
Um,
need to be fixed and places that might be able to take electricity ports.
Looking at it, looks like several of the Thai places do delivery also. So
Pull up the Skip the Ditches app, not a sponsor.
I looked it up. So if you guys want to have it delivered while you
Yeah,
Go
we can
and,
look
like-
around, peek,
Yeah.
check stuff.
it's pretty good. Like I said,
I'll take
Oh.
lots of pictures so Amaryllis can see the rest of the place. Maybe do like a video walkthrough.
so
Geez.
several of the beds, like they're the older fashion, so they're like with a canopy and like thick solid wood stuff. Like heavy covers and stuff. Like I said, most of the furniture looks like it was built in the rooms, and was never supposed to move. Kind of old. So solid ass shit.
Yeah, elevator might be smart.
Oh, by the way, Ronja's cat is named Snorlax.
Fabulous.
Is the cat with you?
No.
Oh,
she's
okay.
not.
That would be a catastrophe.
And then I think after like doing the walkthrough, I'll sit down. So if you don't mind me asking, what are your like practices? What kind of magics does everyone do?
Personal already.
Well, I'm curious.
She'll say that with the biggest grin on her face.
I mean, mine is kind of noticeable. I mostly do like witchcraft and a bit of alchemy sort of stuff. So if nobody has any opposition, I will probably be taking a good portion of the backyard for like a garden sort of thing.
Oh, that's nice. I can help you maybe a little bit gardening or whatever. I also do some witchcraft, but I think I do it a little bit differently. I just do whatever works. And then she has a backpack too, and she pulls off the backpack and it's like just opens it up and lets you look inside, and it's just like anything you can think of.
That's supposed to have a flared base.
It's more like there's like you see like an old.
Oh, Eric
discarded-
just glosses over it, doesn't say a thing.
No.
Don't acknowledge it. If you
Don't
acknowledge
acknowledge
it, he'll never stop.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
there's-
But you're all
I know.
acknowledging it by
Acknowledge it.
talking about it.
There's like you can see like for example there's a you can see like some discarded plushie in there, some what you think might be like some like off-brand transformer action figure or something like that.
Robot.
Just some random scraps and stuff of like anything like a box of nails. I'm currently I need to make a proper list of all the shit she has on there. But yeah, it's basically like someone just picked up stuff that they found. Nothing in here looks like it was actually new. It looks like it was all found or maybe stolen at the best case in terms of like how the quality of it is.
Yeah, I tend to use more like fresh flowers and herbs and things like that, and draw some circles, and then occasionally if a spell needs a particular amount of oomph, then maybe a little bit of my own blood, or maybe like the bones.
Oh, I
of
do that too. I also
certain
use some like flowers like
animals.
dandelions and stuff, some moss, you know, what shit that grows everywhere.
I have access to stuff that grows in a lot more unique places if you're interested.
I mean, maybe that could be interesting.
So what about the rest of you guys?
I also use a baseball bat sometimes.
You don't even know about that part of your life.
Baseball. The sport of kings.
Well, I
Nobody disagreed. That means it's true.
it's just not worth disagreeing about. No one cares about baseball.
It's true though.
Nobody
I don't.
disagreed. You didn't disagree.
No, I don't care
So,
about it, but others might.
Nah, nobody cares about
They
it.
make all the it makes all the money.
I feel like
It
there are
really
way more.
doesn't.
But yeah, I'm a performer. I do music. That is my practice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, also
I'm-
important. Sorry.
Oh,
There's also an assortment of spray cans in the in there.
oh, I rolled initiative there by accident. Oops.
There appears to be a apostrophes in the middle of a strange location
What?
in your name.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to come up with her stage name.
Oh, so you just
That's
left
why there's a
apostrophes.
single apostrophe in her name. It's because I'm trying to figure out what her performer name is. But yes,
Not
I'm
DJ
in-
Wills.
no, it's not DJ Wheels.
She's not a DJ.
Yes, she is.
Oh, I thought you. Okay.
No, literally the concept is disabled DJ. So, but DJ can mean many things. So, but yes, I perform. So I will apologize. I am going to try and soundproof my room as best possible. But
I got
I mean-
that foam, those foam cones now. You can get those anywhere. They sell them for podcasters. So they're plentiful.
they're plentiful. But you know, with dealing with certain levels of noise, our neighbors are going to hate us, and I'm not sorry.
Well, you did mention that the one neighbor does travel a lot, so hopefully they
Yeah,
won't
so-
be around.
And if they have something we need,
Hmm.
You have something that we need.
if we're desperate for it.
You're going to steal from them. All right.
I'm not planning to steal from anybody.
Also, I did post in the group chat kind of roughly base look of what she looks like.
And what about you,
Yes.
QM? What's your practice look like?
Mostly electromechanical types of things, making things move forward or backward in time, metaphorically. Like repairing things, fixing things, altering things, understanding how things work.
Yeah, it
Interesting.
was the whole metaphorically in time thing that got me, I gotta say.
Yeah, well, if something breaks, if you metaphorically move it backwards in time, so it'll become repaired as it used to be.
That's just called fixing something.
That's why I said it was a metaphor. That's why I called it metaphorical. There's more to it. It's not like I'm just turning screws and hitting things with a hammer.
So you're screwing him with the hammer. Got it.
I mean, I do have a screwdriver and a hammer on my belt, but they do more things.
All right.
Like Doctor Who.
Yeah. Just like that.
Cool.
But you don't work with wood. That's good to know.
I mean, there's wood components, but I can't really do anything with things that are or were alive recently.
Well, I know my way around that quite well, so.
Sonic screwdriver.
It moves very fast. The sonic screwdriver.
Life and prime magic are my primary wheelhouses for what it's worth.
As you're ducking the knock on the door of the delivery person.
Emerus will roll out. Because I assume she ordered it, because she said I order it.
That'll help.
You know, between Holly and her, we'll cover them. I mean, I say
Yeah.
that like she really needs. So she has 3 resources. So
He seems like the extrovert of the group.
And several bags is like,
we are
hi
both-
from the Thai place.
hey, and she'll she paid online already, so tip included.
Yep. There you go. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And she definitely left a decent tip.
Thanks.
Welcome. I added the chart so you know how white the food is.
Perfect.
What's the chart?
Basically,
1 to 5 chili peppers.
well,
I
yeah.
love that. I love that as a fucking measurement of how spicy things are.
Yeah, bottom it's white, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't taste spicy food right now.
I need to start saving spicy food, namely sriracha, because apparently we are going through a sriracha shortage.
Oh no.
So watch a bad time.
I know.
Yeah, Ronja would have actually, both Ronja and Nabu would have ordered pretty spicy food.
Sit down. There's a nice sized dining room table that fits basically everybody with a couple extra spots.
And what about you, Mr. Bork, was it? What kind of practice do you do? Do you mind sharing?
I was offensive mostly. I was in the military first, came here for SWAT. If you need something blown up, I'm usually the one to do it.
Well, hopefully that's not a thing we'll need,
True.
especially not in this house.
I also deal with some mechanics, so not
Oh.
always kaboom, but it is my specialty.
I have a question. Do any of you have a car and that can like?
Yeah, all of us
Okay.
do.
Well,
Cool.
if
You
he
don't,
means
but-
to
Do any
include,
of you have a car that it can like tow something?
I can get. I can get
Tow,
my hands
what do
on
you
it.
I know a
mean?
guy.
Like, I don't have a tow hookup, but
So my current
could rent
living
one.
situation is I live inside a car. I can't drive it. It's kind of like it rolls, but that's it.
I could probably fix that.
I mean, I
we
still
could
can't
have
drive
it
it.
towed here.
Oh, because of a license thing?
Yeah, I don't have a license. I don't know how to drive.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, wait.
Wait.
Hold on, I just want to say, I fucking told you guys. I made the joke. I'm like, Hera's not going to drive. They're like, you don't know that. I'm like, it's Hera.
Nope.
She's not going to know how to drive.
I said that I'm not going to be able to drive, and yeah. So and it would be easier if like we just probably if someone could like tow the vehicle here and then unload everything here, and
All
I
right.
don't know. You can do it whatever you want with it. Then
We could have.
I
we
don't
could pay
need
to
it
have
anymore.
we could pay to have it towed here. I mean, you won't get much for it, but there's a
I can fix it up easy.
I mean, what you want to do with it, I don't care. It's just
But I'm in the business of fixing and reselling things that people don't want anymore.
There we go.
A lot of
I
a
like
lot of
that.
people bring stuff to my shop that seems irreparable, but I can fix it in a way they wouldn't understand. That I think we all understand, and then
Please
sell it
don't
as-
sell me,
Who's talking?
I assume the child.
Naboo.
Oh, I was holding my food up high, so I
You're
couldn't
not,
see
you're not
down there.
broken.
We're
I'm not
broke.
selling you. Yeah, we're broke, but we're not broken.
Ah.
Also, and she points like I imagine like the gold is still lying somewhere on the table. It's like, also, I think we're no longer broke.
But we gotta spend that money on fixing up the place. It's weird going to the bathroom in the dark.
Oh, we
Yeah, there's
have
still some
candles.
Yeah,
Those
there's
old-fashioned
some-
gas lamps.
I was scared to
Gaslight
light it.
gatekeep girl boss.
I,
I'm
I was,
sorry.
I was a little scared to turn it on because I
Oh.
didn't have a match.
You gonna say
I'm-
something, Sage?
I was just gonna say, Roark is just kind of slightly depressed by that, I guess, and he takes out the small pocket flashlight he has and hands it over to the kid.
Military grade.
Yes, very,
Of course
very
it
much
is.
military grade.
Turns it on, the entire house is brighter than all the light gas in there.
Maybe also consider some like lanterns.
I mean-
Don't worry, I'll get them.
We have a few things. I mean, everyone has a phone, right?
Yes, I do have a phone.
200,000
I
lumens.
assume the 8-year-old maybe doesn't.
She has a phone.
Oh, okay.
Kid-
Never
It's,
mind.
it's so she can. It doesn't have to ask her if she can play games.
Don't stare into the end of that. You're gonna burn your eyes out.
Why is everything orange?
Oh shit, Kevin, the first time my father handed me a military grade flashlight, that's the first thing I did, lightsaber sounds and just swinging it around.
Fun fact: the first thing I did when my mom gave me pepper spray was pepper sprayed myself.
How's this work? Ah!
Pretty much.
Oh God, I'm
Why
having
is
more
it spicy?
flashbacks
Oh,
to
it's
that
so good.
like Parks and Rec Twitter that had to explain how bear spray works. And that it's not bug spray, and under no circumstances are you to use it like bug spray.
I mean, hey, if you want to surprise the bugs, you can give them a spicy blast. Just don't spray,
You
delay,
stick
slay. with
yourself.
it.
No, bug spray you apply to yourself.
Oh, never seen Parks and Rec, so
No, it's there's an actual
It was an
Oh.
actual like Park and Rec department.
that's
it's like we
funny.
can't believe we have to say this, people. But don't.
Oh yeah, I also Nabu would have like a 6-year-old like phone where the battery dies after like she can't really use it.
He
It's more
turns
like
the flashlight on and it immediately dies.
Yeah, no, it's more like an emergency kind of thing for her. Because when she uses it if she needs to call somebody, and otherwise it's turned off.
As you are sitting and talking, enjoying, there's another knock upon the door.
I didn't order any more food.
Yeah, well,
I never order food. I don't
go
even know how to do
answer the
that.
door.
Yeah.
You see a gentleman there wearing a Hawaiian shirt, long dreads, African American. It's like, hey guys.
Hi.
Do I recognize this person?
It's like, I'm Dan.
Dan, come on in. I don't know if you've met Amaryllis.
Hey, buddy, Dan.
Hello, you want a spring roll?
Yes. I love Thai.
Plenty of
Everything,
chairs.
actually. It's like, yeah, I heard y'all moved in from Max and stuff, and I decided to come and say hi and bring a housewarming gift. It's really warm in here.
There's a lot of people, and there's no
Spicy
central
food.
air.
What's the gift?
Oh, yeah. We just put
I
it, takes his
would have
backpack off.
expected that Nabu to say, "What's the gift?"
Say it in unison.
It's like, okay, let's see here. Yeah, I go to the actually freaking this bookstore down the street, and they have some nifty books and stuff. So
Oh,
let's see and things. Couple new packs of playing cards could always be useful. Yeah, pastime. Some tarot decks.
Excuse me, who are you?
It's Dan.
Dan.
She did just introduce them.
everyone, this is Dan. He is another enlightened amongst us.
I'm also one of the awakened. I'm a I belong to Chakravanti, formerly known as Euthanatos or Euthanatoi.
I
If you
thought it
want
was
to be
the other
fancy.
way around.
No, Euthanatoi is the old. We went back and forth. Hundreds of years ago, thousands. The Chakravanti was the proper name, and then after the whole convention stuff, the European branch of stuff started taking over and started using the Greek name. Then that got corrupted, but recently we decided to start trying to switch back to the old ways of naming and
Sonia
stuff.
is
So,
already mentally checked out.
He's
so
something of
people
a
don't
card
associate-
shark.
so people don't associate us with death as much, even though that is something. Anyway, he looks up. He's like, "Ooh, kid."
Are the adult cards? Is that the problem?
No, my next gift's for adults. It's fine.
Flared base?
I was about to say, she's like, she has seen her parents get murdered by vampires, so
He pulls out a bag and doobie snacks.
Nice.
Why am I not surprised?
That's
It's a nice
why-
neighborhood.
Onion turns to, it's like, these are not for you. They're the weird tasting ones. You don't like them.
But they look like gummies.
You're worse
They're an
than that gross
entire
water.
nerd's rope. How could these be dangerous?
Oh, that sounds like too much.
No, fun fact. I'll tell a story afterwards about a YouTuber I watched.
Yeah, probably best while not being recorded. Oh wait, you're in Canada.
I'm in
Never mind.
Canada. What
Yeah.
are they going to do? Fucking
Anything
sue
we
me?
say is parody.
Everything I say is a joke. Do not take me
Everything
seriously
we
ever.
say happens in Minecraft.
If you're an FBI agent watching this, please share it with your fellow FBI agents. We need views.
Yeah, try to determine whether or not it's legal for me to talk about weed on this podcast.
Please sponsor us.
It's
I
in
would do a
Canada.
lot for money.
Sponsored by the FBI.
That would put us in the news.
It's a great way to start your political campaign, Kevin.
Some would like it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other things that would be funny to be sponsored by. Sponsored by the city of Baltimore.
Hey, hold on. If we get sponsored by the city of Baltimore, could we somehow swing that to get free overalls with the flag? 'Cause I would wear those to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
So-
Wow, we are just in all different directions tonight.
We're always in all different
Yeah.
directions.
But yeah, he pulls out some stuff. He's like, "Yeah, just thought you guys could relax a bit, being new,
Cool.
thing over stuff." But yes, gonna go hang out with some of my friends and stuff, and decided to stop by with a few things. But yeah, so
Thank you.
Dan,
Nice to
Um,
meet you.
yeah, just I'm around. If you need anything,
Can you find me some detonators?
for what?
Renovation. The hell do you think I was asking for?
The house is gas powered, sir.
That doesn't mean it's full of gas.
Does not a single one of you understand a damn joke?
I'm sorry, we just met. You mentioned explosives are your thing, and I was concerned.
Well, I see all of you have some talking to do. Wow.
So what's this
The
bookstore?
entrance-
Should we all just go head out there now? Go
Um,
hang out at the bookstore? All of us?
Yeah, what's it called?
Flying Duckman.
I
That's
don't
a
get it.
unique name.
I didn't.
Like
name it.
that duck
Flying-
cartoon?
I guess it's
There's also
also
Rivers
the
up the street,
Dutchman.
but that's more of a
Flying
Cyber
Dumpling or
one.
It
Flying
sounds more
Dutchman?
chill.
Yeah, Rivers is more of a cyber cafe. The Flying Duckman's more old school books. Yeah. I just think the proprietor likes ducks.
that's fair. All right.
Fair enough.
To each their own.
There's also a really weird playhouse next to it. They have some weird plays there.
kind of messed up neighborhood is this?
Oh, that's a different neighborhood. That's
Baltimore's a
further
very
down.
unique place.
We're in Mount Vernon. This actually has quality entertainment.
Oh, like the
I
president's
mean, I'm
house.
here. Exactly.
It doesn't have the president's house here.
Mount Vernon is
Is there a
where
cinema
Washington is from.
nearby?
Yes, Mount Vernon in
Well,
Baltimore
okay,
City was
yeah,
named after
but-
Mount Vernon, where Washington, Virginia.
Is
Just,
there
yeah.
is there a city nearby? A cinema nearby?
I was gonna say we are in a city. Cinemas. There's a couple, yeah.
Okay. Like in walking distance?
No.
Fucking hate them.
Do you need money for what? Do you want
There are
The free
theaters in
bus.
walking distance, but not cinemas. Though
You know,
the theaters some
Movie
Sometimes-
theater versus.
though the theaters sometimes
Playhouse.
do show movies, but not always.
Some of these rooms are long enough. We could set up a projector.
Can you
on the
explain
wall.
to me the difference between no wait, do you mean like a
Movie versus play.
Okay, because no, you said movie theater then, and I was like, wait, what's the difference? What the fuck?
Theater with the ER is one of them. Theater with the RE is a different one.
Hey, you're splitting hairs.
Yes, apparently that's how certain large
Hibbity.
chains of movie theaters use it as a difference to distinguish themselves.
and to sound fancier?
Yeah, AMC theaters.
Eh.
That I'm dead serious. I worked there, and it was like you have to spell it this way because that is movie theater. If you spell it the other way, it's play theater. And I'm like, oh, people are going to get really confused when they come to see Fast and the Furious. And like, oh man, I thought I was going to see Othello. What the fuck?
It's basically the
I mean,
same
I,
story.
I feel like they come out better by watching Fast and Furious than Othello.
Well, not the first one of either one. I mean, Othello 4
Any
is
of
where everyone
them.
takes off.
All of them are fucking great.
Oh, there's also an art gallery, not too, within walking distance. You want to go there? It's really cool. It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
I'm sure my
Walters?
8-year-old will be thrilled if I take her to an art
Honestly, the
gallery over
Walters.
the newest Avengers movie or something like that.
Probably.
They have a whole kids section where the kids can experience art hands-on.
Is it like that museum from Vancouver that has like that big ball machine out front where it's like a bunch of moving parts and it goes
Well, so like the Walters, it does have like a really cool Egyptian exhibit that could be fun. But there's also the Science Center, which is specifically targeted towards children.
Well, anyway, I got you your snacks, and
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
here's my
It's
digits.
a
And
fantastic housewarming gift.
you're welcome. If you need anything, good luck.
I usually do a bouquet, but this is much better.
There's
Why
not a
would you-
bouquet
okay.
with these. With these,
Wouldn't be very colorful, not at first.
a lot of green.
I mean, you have enough and things will be pretty colorful.
He goes with
Yeah.
a little bit of food in his mouth.
All right. Well, I don't know about you
Second
guys,
drink
but I have a
over
bunch
here.
of stuff I need to move in.
I don't have that much stuff to move in.
I have a house I need to clear out.
I need to find my little brother.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
probably
know.
is also a good idea.
I have no idea where this dipshit's gone.
Meanwhile, at the car, she said she'd be here in 30 minutes. Where the fuck is she?
Turns out, Hera, phone was set in a 24-hour time. Didn't realize what time it was.
Didn't mean at 2400. What the hell?
No, she sent him messages and he didn't respond.
But yeah,
Meanwhile, at the club, but I am 21. No, you're not. I am. No, you're not.
One of us could get him a fake ID.
You do
Anyway.
not give my little brother a fucking fake idea.
I wasn't just going to offer it.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah,
He's
And
got to
my
buy
little
it like I
sister-
did.
it'll be a real one.
You gotta earn that
I like
shit.
you.
And the cop in the room is just like, the fuck am I gonna do with these people?
Carcer, what are you gonna do? Arrest us?
Yeah. I watched The Wire. I know how it works.
I don't think you should watch The Wire, but I'm not a parent, so do what you
There's-
want.
Up in the room and we just got a housewarming gift of a bunch of weed snacks.
Medicinal.
Exactly. I do have a medicinal permit for this.
You're gonna be glad if you get a pain. I had something that I didn't think all the way through before I said that. Well, I don't intend to move in.
Yeah, I have a shop that I own. I can't
Yeah.
really move my shop here, but I wouldn't be opposed to like setting up enough stuff so that I can spend the night here sometimes. But
Mhm.
Get the shop. What kind of shop is it?
it's a florist shop. It's actually not that far from here.
Does it have like a rooftop garden where you grow your special plants? And a secret
Uh,
basement for your taurines and what have you?
So I don't have the roof probably needs to be replaced, but no, it can't really support a rooftop garden. I do have a garden out back. It's kind of small, but like city living. But it's nice. I can show you guys. You
Are you
wanna
looking
come see it?
for some like help or something like that? Someone to like sell flowers? I never sold flowers, but like my current if my boss makes one more pass at me, I'm gonna hex him.
I do have some openings if you're looking for a job.
Yes, yes, I am.
Okay, then
Do
yeah,
you
I do.
go grow cilantro?
Who's asking?
I mean, I
If
not
I
a
say
lot
anything,
of
no
it,
one else is
but
it's Naboo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
not
the
a
only
lot
other
of it,
NPC.
but yeah, I do.
It tastes like soap.
Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Wait,
You're
have you
not missing
ever-
out. It's not
hang
good.
on. Have you ever had it like cooked with food or just fresh?
Neither.
Just
I've had
smack me
coriander,
anyway.
though.
No. Fun fact, I am one of those people where if I eat it in a recipe, it tastes amazing. If I eat it plain, it tastes like soap. It is
Interesting.
somehow both.
Because
for
it
me.
was washed. in
No,
soap?
Oh
it
no,
Some
it's
people
it's a
have a-
genetic
No,
thing.
I know about the gene. We all know that.
No, my
Looking at
friend
washing it with
said
soap.
it tastes like
Cilantro
soap.
tastes like soap, but coriander is really tasty.
Hera just really likes soap.
That's how you know that she's a psychopath because she just eats coriander.
No,
No,
she doesn't eat
no, I
cilantro.
just-
She eats coriander.
I just imagine Naboo just heard about this thing and got it into her head that like
She has this.
she has this, so she can like dodge eating certain foods.
This
But
has
she
coriander.
doesn't
in
know
it.
that she doesn't know that like coriander and cilantro are the same fucking thing. So it's
That
just
is
like,
funny
yeah.
though, because like typically here, coriander refers to the seed,
Yep.
not
but it's both.
leaf.
Coriander is the British term for
Yep.
cilantro.
You too.
Oh,
So like to me, I don't like the taste of coriander. I don't like the taste of the seeds, but the plant, the leaves, I fucking love. They're the
So
best.
does mean you grow it?
But yes, I grow it. Yes,
Tomatoes?
some. Yeah.
The ones with a black inside?
The what?
The black inside ones.
tobacco?
Those
No.
are rotten.
No, there's certain tomatoes that are like blackened.
Is that like how bananas used to be green?
That just means they haven't matured.
No, that means they haven't been modified by
They're
human.
black cherry tomatoes.
Tobacco's black on the inside.
It's called an heirlooms, I think.
Tobacco doesn't exist
A lot of things.
and can't
exist.
hurt you.
Tobacco exists in Mage the Ascension.
She reads out of books. She's never tasted any of these tomatoes. She's ever only had like
That's why I want to see if she grows them so I can taste them.
I don't grow that many vegetables. It's mostly flowers and
Mm.
some herbs.
Yeah.
I do have lots of cherry tomatoes.
Ooh.
Big variety of
Do
cherry.
they taste like
tomatoes.
cherries?
They don't, but they're cherry size.
Ah.
you had cherry tomatoes. They're the small ones.
Oh, I thought those were grape tomatoes.
They're grape and cherry tomatoes, and the difference is the shape.
A grape is a purple cherry.
No,
A light
Yeah,
green cherry.
I do read a lot because the library, you can go
Grape
there
ones are
and
kinda
stay for hours
oblong.
and they don't kick you out and you can stay from the cold.
They've
They're
got
real nice
Adobe in
there.
there.
The grape ones are oblong, and cherry tomatoes are sort of roundish, like pure circle.
Be fair, Miss Morgan. Considering the size of the yard that we've got, probably wouldn't hurt to have a small garden of vegetables and fruits.
What's
That's
your
true.
plan?
I don't think anybody else would argue.
Are you talking about in the courtyard?
Zucchinis.
And the lease did mention that the roof was recently replaced, so it might be able to support a rooftop garden.
Yeah, if you don't make it too deep.
And do we want to put a garden up there or keep it to the solar power?
We could do both.
Mm.
Or we
Yeah.
could just connect the house to the power grid.
Depending on the solar panels, they might block the sunlight, which would,
Yeah,
hinder
but
the
there's
growth
plants
garden.
that grow nicely in the shadow, right?
That's true. There are
This-
some that grow.
Plus,
nice
there's like
better in
clouds
shade.
out in nature.
Strange guy just said the solar panels are only for the fridge and dishwasher. So you put electricity throughout the house, you don't need the solar panels.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah.
And the solar panels might still be nice, in case
We can get better solar panels.
You can
power
always get a
outage.
You just get a generator for that.
I read though that the most time when you have solar panels in the house, it actually doesn't work when there's a power outage because it shuts off, so that doesn't do a blowback energy into the system, which will kill the workers as they work on the power lines.
You're a muddy little shit, aren't you?
It gets
Smart.
cold in winter, so I stay in. So I read a lot.
I'm joking with you. We
It's
can
very
always
good.
Yeah,
can always do backup batteries.
yeah. Wish I could go to school more often.
Jesus Christ, kid.
It's hard when you don't have an address.
Well, you got an address now.
Yeah, and this is a good neighborhood for a good school district. I'm saying that, but I have no idea.
It's Baltimore City, so it's as good as you're gonna get.
So not good. I know how
Hey,
American
at least
school
we know
systems
one
are.
thing. At least the medical care is top tier if we get shot.
Well, if she ever needs help with electromechanics or quantum mechanics, anything like that.
Quantum mechanics starts with a Q.
That's right.
You're not wrong.
Well, it also sounds like it could start with a KW. Wah.
That is fucking nowhere near there. Sorry.
No, QW and a Q
No.
and a KW. Both
Some
make
say that you
wah.
should just remove the Q
Okay,
letter entirely. and
So
just
I'm
use a K.
curious. So I looked up to see what school district this area would be in. And the first sponsored result on Yelp is White Marsh Kindercare in White Marsh, which is an hour away.
Yeah, that's why sponsored results are garbage.
Probably the closest schools are like private schools or some shit like that.
Yes.
But
Yes, they're all
fortunately,
Catholic schools.
They only
Every
take
single one.
solid chunks of gold to pay for tuition.
The parochial schools in Baltimore City that are Catholic run are actually very good. They actually hold
yeah, no,
themselves up to
they're
high
great.
standards. I mean, yeah, you might have to learn Latin and Bible, but they are good schools comparatively.
And not all of them are Catholic.
But yeah,
How many
for
gold bars do
anybody-
we have?
quite a
Did you
few.
ask about gay bars?
There are some of those.
I mean, we
I
have a
think
few of
they
those,
are.
yeah.
I'm not sure if they're in Mount Vernon area. Are they? They might be in Hampton. I'm thinking, or
Yeah, there's definitely one in Hampton.
And just add another strange ass Google search to Cat's history.
Oh no, I've already looked this up recently.
He already knows where all the gay bars are.
Gay Pride
I
event
know where a
about a week or
couple
two
are.
was. So yeah, we Katrina helped do one of the first events in Baltimore City. That she helped organize it. Let's see. They had a gala time.
It wasn't like the pride or parade or anything like that. It was just for the city.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
There is in fact there is a karaoke gay dive bar in Mount Vernon. It is
What's the
called the
name?
Drinkery.
That's kind of let down name. I was expecting something a little more, flary.
Flamboyant. Not everything has to be super
Mm.
flamboyant.
Whenever I
Maybe-
name a business or store, I just always think that catchy name that you're just like, yeah. But that's
Yeah,
me.
it's-
Wait,
it's not
Leon's
like-
is a queer bar?
Leon from Final Fantasy VIII.
The drinkery is a
No.
bit drab, I have to say.
Yeah.
It's like
Huh.
it's not even like it's drab for a gay bar or whatever. It's just I think like the drinkery is very drab just in general for a bar.
Yeah,
It
Very
never occurred to
interesting.
me that this is a gay bar for some reason.
it's called Leon.
Hey!
And that's a firework.
None of
Yeah.
us heard it.
Yep, we did,
Yeah.
and Terry did.
Oh, poor Terry.
Mhm.
Well, by this point, Q has done the math with the gold bars and estimated the renovations, and I think it should cover it. Based on gold bars having a value of around $10,000.
Yeah, it's enough
How many-
for most major renovations you need.
How many gold bars are there?
Enough.
I.e., Kevin's not giving us a concrete number because
There's
we
too
have
many
to-
steps to looking that up.
Yeah, not giving concrete numbers because concrete numbers doesn't mean as much because we are not playing a micromanaging game where you keep track of your finances from the gold versus the actual real world amount for
yeah,
renovations.
because if he tells us how many gold bars we have, we're going to convert that to thousands of dollars, and then
I've
we're
already
going to
looked it
start
up.
like trying to figure out how much it takes to install an elevator, and
This
we're
turns
just
into a
going to
base
get
building game.
lost for.
I mean, it would
Yeah.
be unfair
Yeah.
if someone's practice was hyper-economics.
Yeah. Like, I know I said this game was going to be a little bit more grounded in reality in some ways, that not economically.
Not that great.
You don't want us to be managing so
I
we
mean, it
don't
would
ever end
also-
up broke.
It would also really suck if Casca says a specific number of gold bars and like between now and next week, like the real life price of like gold just crashes for some fucking reason, and then just we have no money.
So
Mhm.
sitting around discussing stuff, Naboo's just like, yeah, so we can get the you're saying lift and more chicken nuggets, some soda we need.
There was the talk of a security system.
I mean-
Obviously, lead paint.
We can do a
removal.
game room with like a switch.
I need to
That has lower priority. It's
I need to make
something
sure
we
my
can-
room is livable.
Yeah, we need to.
Oh yeah,
have
soundproofing for.
priorities.
I mean, I have some, and
But I said the furniture is all in pretty good shape, and like the utilities and stuff, those that
I'm just
there
gonna
are.
move my stuff from my room. You guys
are
are gonna
pretty
stay here,
good.
so you should have somebody staying here full time aside from Miss Wolf.
Can call
Most
me
of these
Hoyer.
gay bar names don't seem to imply.
Right?
That's how they lure you in.
But yeah,
Why
so-
would they want to lure someone in that doesn't know that?
Ooh,
All these people are being so friendly tonight. Jesus.
I mean, this one is called
love
Melanie's at
that
Griffiths.
scene.
there's a problem with this lesbian bar. There's no sign over there, fire exit.
Yeah, that's the Simpsons thing.
I
I remember that.
Yeah, so here we go. Oh,
Yeah,
we do need priorities. TV.
yeah.
We need
big
TV
TV.
with cable.
I have like 4.
That guy did mention a cable.
Mhm.
Isn't
TV.
like isn't
He said
Netflix or something
cabal.
like
That
that
was
enough?
wordplay.
It'll be fun.
Isn't like Netflix or something like that enough?
Yeah, I don't know why you would want cable. Cable sucks.
Yeah, I don't think Nabu would say use cable to mean TV content.
Yeah, wouldn't it be
I am-
Netflix?
We can still Netflix from people, but cable has a bunch of stuff. I don't know.
has
People said
Local
that cable
news
has
and
stuff.
sports events.
That's not-
PBS.
Ooh, PBS.
Oh, that's true. That's a
Well,
good point.
PBS is free.
Right. But don't you have to get it through cable?
No, it's free. It's a local channel.
Also,
At least it is
Anya-
here in Baltimore.
I could set up some
It
of those
is
rabbit
still
ears on the
right,
TV
Kevin?
that'll hook up and
Oh,
Anya looks
baby.
at Quarterly.
Oh,
He's like, so
You can
Censoring
just
Terry's
see the
ID.
outline of Terry.
so Q.
what's up?
You said you can fix stuff, right?
I could, yeah, pretty much anything you can think of.
I found like recently I found a like a PS4.
Uh-huh.
I can't get it to run.
I can make that thing factory new.
Those are some bold claims.
It's my this is what I do in my repair shop.
I'll
I only
mean,
pretend
I'll
to make
get
it take a
over-
while.
I'll get it over when I bring my car.
If it's in your car, we can
Yeah.
do that all at once. We can bring your car here. I can fix that up to make it at least drivable. We can empty it out and then decide what you want to do from there. Maybe even make it resaleable and then resale it. And get some
Accidentally
money from
merges
that.
the PS4 with the car.
Ooh, PS4 car.
So you start have to drive, just use the joysticks.
It can project the games on all the windows. It'll be like you're inside the game.
Oh, jeez. What have I done?
Inspired. That's what you've
That
done.
seems like a hazard.
Well, you're not to be driving around with it. It's like an immersive experience. Like one of those rides at Universal. You're surrounded by it's fantasy.
So a V car. I'm tired. I'll shut
I
up.
don't
For those wondering at home,
don't
there
know.
are fireworks, and Terry is scared.
There's an art festival near me.
We
He-
wish we
It's
had
not
those.
it's not loud, or at least it's not loud enough for you to hear it.
Ah, rip
Oh.
Baltimore Art Fest.
Thank you, Terry. Oh God. Oh.
Rock
So-
assault.
So Morgan, about that healing magic.
Terry, you just left
Like,
my
One sibling
Emotional
only.
damage.
Morgan or Holly? Do we call you Holly or Morgan? Because someone called you Morgan. What do you prefer?
Torque.
H&M?
I prefer Holly, but it doesn't really matter. Maybe not H&M. That just that's a
Can I
clothing
call you
store.
Christmas?
It's a clothing store.
Why Christmas?
Holly
Holly.
Jolly Christmas.
Sure.
Morgan's also an Irish name.
I mean, my family are Irish, yeah, but it's so far back that I don't really have a lot of connection to it.
So on St. Patrick's Day.
Well,
Or when anything that Ireland gets involved in. Like suddenly everybody's Italian when the World Cup rolls around.
oh yeah.
So
Can we
Spaghetti.
please call me Ronja when you talk to me, not Miss Wolf.
Walter called you Ron.
Walter did a lot of
Also,
things.
it's Ronja and not Ronja or anything like that. Ronja.
R.
Okay.
Got it.
Ronja. I
Yeah,
don't know
that was
if
pretty good.
Okay, Ronnie.
Okay, R. Sounds good.
that sounds like a sibling joke. That is impossible to, stop it from happening.
The more you try and stop it from happening, the worse it gets.
So as you all sitting there discussing things throughout the next couple of weeks and stuff, you can work on what you want to modify the house and stuff. And we
Yeah.
will be closing out here. Thought about maybe go a little bit quicker or a little bit further, but Carrie is shaking so much he is shaking the chair. and-
Oh,
So
Cherry.
yeah, he's kind of freaking out though, so making it hard for me to concentrate. But thank you everyone for joining us for our first session of Chantry House Baltimore. By the time you see this, we will have also had our first episode of Power Rangers Insect Nights up.
woo!
Also check out our other stuff, Baltimore by Night and Dishonored that air. And yeah, when you're seeing this, when it airs every fortnight, that's every 2 weeks, is when the new episode will be coming up. We're still, as of recording this, not 100% on which day of the week it is, but once it's there, it's going to keep a regular schedule, and our Power Rangers game will be the other weeks, so it's going to be alternating Power Ranger Mage, Power Ranger Mage. Let's see. Typically we do some plugs, but we're not quite sure when this is going to be the exact date to air. So if anyone has some generic, just casual ones, I know typically the bottom row of my screen doesn't really have anything typically. So Vex, you got anything generalized?
Check my channel out, Fractured Moon D&D. Check me out on Twitter. That's it. That's all.
Let's go and double check with Hera. Anything?
Got nothing.
All right. Luke typically doesn't. Sage,
Yeah.
am I also assuming you don't have anything major coming up?
You'd assume correct, sir.
All right. That is Katrina.
Hi, if you're here, then you're here. So go check out some of our other stuff, including Baltimore by Night and Dishonored, which are super cool. Also, I'm in another game, which I don't know again when this will air compared to this, but it's called Ghost of Salt Marsh. It is on Scotty Hood's channel. I'll put the link in the doobly-doo. On Twitch, go check it out. I play a very cute little halfling cleric that is so tired of trying to keep her idiot friends alive. Yeah, so go check that out and follow me on Twitter.
All right. Well, with that, I think we're good. And now I actually have to try to develop a outro phrase. This might take me a bit. I still haven't mastered one in our Dishonored game, but maybe.
To be fair, we do take the piss out of you every time for that one.
Yeah.
Should we all pitch one?
No, how's this? Instead of a bloody good time, have a magical good time. Not feeling that, anyone? No.
It was a little
Louder
close
for a
and a
bit
little
longer.
wordy.
Yeah, it's a bit wordy.
Too many syllables.
Magical time.
How about just like Mage on?
Mage on.
I was honestly expecting you to say something like, bye, bitches.
Oh, this episode was magically delicious.
Oh,
I find that offensive, sir.
ugh,
Oh,
thanks.
Yes. Yes.
That hurts.
I find that
No,
more
I
offensive
hate
than
it.
my horrible accent.
I support this, Kev. I support this. That is your sign out for every single
Of
game. this
course
time
you
now.
would.
We'll put a poll in sometime that we're going to have like 3 options and like
Two of them are
six
gonna be-
people
How about-
6 people going to vote and it's going to be 33% straight down.
Ah,
No, Kev, I am going to stuff the ballot box. I will make fake accounts.
Uh,
rude.
so
Alright.
so I actually have a suggestion.
Oh,
Something about good night. Go back to bed sleepers.
sounds like a thing you sign off on a radio show.
so
Wow.
I'm
wizard,
gonna,
a
I'm
wizard
gonna say
radio
maybe
show.
no to that one just because I typically post the videos at noon and I don't want to be told to go back to sleep at the end of my lunch break.
Go the fuck to sleep.
You should be asleep right now. Just say it like aggressively.
It's like reference to like
Yeah.
No, I get it. I
Okay,
get it. I'm
okay.
just
Sure.
I'm just teasing.
I prefer Vex's solution, but we have to link Samuel L. Jackson's bedtime stories along with it.
Go the fuck to sleep.
Yes.
Either way, we'll work on the outro. Hope you all enjoyed it and see you
See
next
you next
time.
time. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, John.